you want to talk about. All right, so how am I coming across? I look like I'm clear up here, sound wise?
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
All right. All right, so we could just talk to them. Hey, welcome to the Stu and KIZZLE show. We are in tank tops. We have KIZZLE over here with his big guns.
Yeah. I usually have to keep them covered up, man. My permit actually ran out not too long ago, so I'm trying to keep them under wraps.
Keep those guns covered. Nice. I like it. I like the tank top. We're actually both wearing black, I think, right? Do you have a black one on?
Absolutely,
okay.
Man.
Very nice.
Absolutely.
Represent. I saw DM in a white tank top the other day.
So man, so it's spreading.
Yeah,
it's spreading.
Everybody's doing it. I'm waiting for everybody to jump on it.
That was funny because as soon as we talked about the video, it was like, hey man, I'm gonna put a tank top on real quick.
Right. Hey, it's perfect. It's perfect. I love it.
It worked out, man. It worked out.
So what do we have here? We have new champions that just came out. We have a new tournament that's going on. What do you want to hit net first?
Yeah, let's go through the tournament first. If that works for you.
Yeah, let me pull it up. Let's pull it up real quick.
Okay. So it's interesting. I like these tournament formats for the most part. They have a global leaderboard. Obviously, they try to throw in some global prizes. I don't know if we have prizes on the global level on this one. I didn't read that deep into it.
Not in the global.
I know at some point in time. Not in the global. Okay.
I think our very first tournament did we have? Oh, we had the prizes that they would send out. They would mail you. They would mail.
Yeah.
Right, and that was actually pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. I think they should bring that back because it seems like they're calculating the global leaderboard for several days after the actual tournament ends. So I mean, to kind of have a reason for it besides bragging rights would be ideal.
Right.
But as you guys, I'm sure, can see on Stu's screen, the top 3 prizes are different amounts of 5-star Relentless gear. So it is 5. It's not 6. That kind of bothers me a little bit. I feel like it should be 6-star gear, especially for first place.
Well, it says epic relentless artifact times 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's only
6 pieces.
It's only 5-star. You're right. I'm counting.
Yeah, it's only 5-star.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the relentless gear?
Being that it's even though it's 5-star, it's still so. Summoners Wars, came out with this first with violent rune procs, and basically anybody with this gear, it's crazy overpowered. And I could tell you because in this game here, in Raid, they probably don't even have a cap on it. There's usually they do. They pretty much cloned exactly what Summoners Wars does. You take an extra turn, and then it halves the rate to take an extra turn, and then it has the rate to take an extra turn.
Okay.
But I don't know if in this one too you can come out of stun, because in Summoners Wars you can pop right out of stun and take an attack turn. You can pop out of all that stuff, and basically taking extra turns drops off any debuffs that are on you, and it lets it lets you just. I mean, it increases your damage by so much. Because imagine taking your skull crown and proccing an additional turn. Just
would be significant.
AoE wipe out, or if she was stunned and she popped out of that stun and hit everybody for an AoE. And just the amount of lowering those cooldowns that people have, those 3-turn cooldowns.
Yeah.
I don't know. I already talked to Plarium about taking these out of the game, but it's not going to happen now because
now it's the cash grab. It's the prize, but
it's out, or at least make it to where they're farmable. Let everybody have access to it. You shouldn't only limit it to these top people right here.
It's interesting. I saw one of my friends, Ladius, actually, caught the first place in the last tournament and got it. She got a couple good pieces out of it, but I think out of the 6 pieces she got, like maybe only 2 were usable. And it's a 4-piece set. You need 4 pieces. So that part's kind of tough. You're going to have a hard time getting all 4 pieces, I feel like, and have to be really viable to be really good. But, you get 2 sets in the early 3-star and a 4-star set of Relentless gear. Right. And I saved both of mine, and I had the 4-star set on Battle Khazar, and that was nice. That was very nice to bring that Moundless cooldown. For the most part, I would say, a good 30 some odd percent of the fight I had, constantly, I was reprocking those Moundless. Right. So I had heals over time up the entire fight for the most part. So, I mean, it was really nice. It was nice to get that.
It's crazy. And in Summoners Wars, it's just not balanced, and basically it's the only thing in Summoners Wars that really anybody has ever had a complaint about, and it was so powerful and so it was just so overpowered that basically when they did the real-time arena, when you could actually fight people in real time, they limited it to where it would only be able to proc 1 time, and that's it.
Okay.
Because it
that's
just,
interesting.
Yeah, it made it to it was too strong, and of course they knew it's been too strong forever, but it's the only thing that kind of they based. kind of like this game. This game bases a lot of their in-game stuff off of having counterattack, off of having, whatever else. I don't know. It's just too high tuned, and it's been tested for about 4 years now. So this stuff is going to be overpowered. So we'll have to see how it goes. I haven't seen anybody that has it. I doubt we'll even recognize anybody that has it because we're just not used to facing it. So
I agree, and we might even think it's the reflex, even if we do see it, So
we won't even,
but
we won't even know.
Or counterattack set. So I mean, that part's interesting. It can be subtle in a way, but I mean, it definitely has a place in your counterattack hero. It definitely has a place like Battle Kazar. Those 3 turns, significant team buffs.
Yeah.
That can make or break a fight for sure.
Well, in Summoner's Wars, you can have the extra turn rune set on, and then it's only a 2-piece set for counterattack in Summoner's Wars, so you can get some really crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, that'd be nice if it were 2-piece. That would be really nice because, I mean, first and foremost, it's hard to get, so 2-piece would be good. But then, obviously, you can do a few other things. You could combine it with like a reflex set. That would be pretty cool.
That'd be really nice. I just hope they make it accessible for everybody, and so we can all farm it, because that would be the best option. And maybe they're going to come out with new content that's going to allow us to farm some new thing. Maybe even in what do we have up? We have what's it called? Faction Wars coming up.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. That really would see if like there's some sort of like top tier rating or something that you can get in Faction Wars.
Well, we're gonna have to
like Arena
get something, right? We're gonna. I mean, what's the whole point of doing the Faction Wars? We got to get some kind of prize. Sure, it'll be fun to do content, but we're gonna need to get something out of it.
Yeah, I did. I played a game called Age of Empires, and that was one of the challenges they had. As soon as they went to like guild raids, they really didn't know exactly what to do to bring in wars. So they brought in one like new champion. And it was okay. It actually was a really good champion. But, outside of that, we just got more of the same stuff. Now, in this game, if we got legendary tomes, we'd all be really excited.
Right.
But, I think that's where they're going to bring in. What is that new piece of min-max gear that they're bringing in?
Well, do you remember? We've got glyphs coming, and then at the end of the year, they've got the mystical artifact crafting coming.
Okay. I would imagine that maybe some of the stuff to make those artifacts. And then also, I would definitely bet on Faction Wars being a quick segue into glyphs. I bet those two come out together.
I hope so. Actually, I've heard from inside sources that we might have new things coming very, very soon, sooner than we think. So,
okay.
I don't know what that's going to be. They haven't given us any details, but we're supposed to be having some new stuff coming pretty soon.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know 1.11 is around the corner. I don't know exactly what 1.11 has in it.
Right.
I've been told a couple things that I'm not supposed to, mention, but nothing. I don't know anything about the content. I just know about like fixes and changes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so.
I think we'll hear something really soon. I think if everybody stays tuned with everything that they're rolling out. I mean, they've been rolling out this stuff pretty quickly, so I think it'll come. I'm really looking forward to the Void Tower. And Battle Pass, I don't know what that's going to be like, but I know that I saw a Battle Pass in Epic 7 since I just was kind of playing with it recently.
Okay.
And, it's just like a season pass like other games. You pay amount of money to get it, and then if you do set requirements along the way, you just get additional rewards. So
okay. So it's kind of like Fortnite or...
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. But it gives us something to work toward. I mean, if we can drop $20 and then over the course of 3 months have a whole bunch of things to log in and actually go do work toward, I guess it could be fun. Yeah. Especially if they're really good rewards.
Absolutely. I mean, you'd like to think they're going to be good rewards. And, they're finding a lot of different ways to monetize the game right now. And, hopefully they stay on that path of kind of giving us good rewards in general. Clan Boss, I always kind of felt like that was what separated Raid from the other games was Clan Boss had excellent rewards. It still really does, but that nerf did bother me. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they listen. Hopefully they changed it up a little bit. But I mean, if you look at old Clan Boss, those rewards were very, very good.
Yeah.
So based off of that, I like to think that player is going to continue to give us some good rewards for the difficult game.
I'm pretty sure they said openly that they're gonna improve all the Clan Boss rewards, but we just have to wait to see what that is, because right now I don't think they're that great unless you can do, Ultra and get the last chest.
Yeah.
I think,
which is hard.
Actually, I think the ultimate Clan Boss for Nightmare is still really good though, because I've seen people pulling kind of similar stuff to what they did before. It might be a little bit lower chance, but I still think Ultimate is pretty good.
Yeah, what I've seen pulled in Ultimate is get it. I mean, I've seen quite a few legendary tomes pulled in Ultimate. A lot more than I ever saw in Nightmare. So I know they nerfed, Nightmare and Brutal, and honestly, I haven't done Nightmare since, Ultra Clan Boss dropped. So I really don't even know how to leave it was left. Yeah.
I can't. So, I want to do Nightmare, but because the clan boss dies so quickly, I just go ahead and do Ultra every time because, if I did it, my guildmates would complain that, hey, Nightmare's going down too quickly. So I have to do Ultra all the time. Yeah,
well, my guild's been farming Ultra, pretty much since it dropped, and I mean it's highly competitive to get in there and to try to get the best damage on Ultra. So it's fun though. It's fun.
You got people competing to get just the last chest, right? To get in there and get it.
Yeah, I would say the biggest thing that everybody's trying to get it done in 4 keys, in 4 keys consistently. So there's kind of like a race or a challenge, I would say, to whoever is doing the most damage per key and who can actually do the full 75 million, in 4 keys or whatever it is, 70 million.
70, right.
Yeah, 70. So.
Well, let me look at this. I just pulled up. Remember how we were talking about Veil before, and if you could be perfect Veil. So I found the event or the new stuff for it, and it says Perfect Veil is the superior, more powerful version of Veil. It works as the same as Veil, except you do not lose the buff when attacking or dealing damage to an enemy champion. Okay. So you're still gonna take AOE damage. So that's the main thing. You're still gonna take AOE.
That's
damage.
A problem.
and in this game, AOE damage is so strong that and I haven't seen any Veil people that are defense champions. Defense based damage.
Yeah.
I looked at those. I looked at them earlier. That would be nice if they were a defense. Like if we can make somebody like Martyr have perfect Veil, then
that'd be great.
It'd be cool. Somebody more attack based, not necessarily Martyr, but I don't think she needs perfect Veil.
One of the actual champions, I think it's Seneschal. I probably said that wrong, but he can actually place Veil. I don't think he can place perfect Veil. He can place Veil on an ally hero.
Right. Well, there's one that can do it on everybody. I can't remember the name. There's somebody in here that
you want to go through?
Yeah, let's go through them. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
I'm muting my mic because I'm coughing like crazy. I'm hacking up over here.
Okay, let's start out with you want to start out with the Demon Spawn Canderfon?
Yeah, you tell me. Let's see. Index Demon Spawn
Canderfon.
Okay. Here we are.
Yeah, this guy looks pretty cool. He's like some sort of Cthulhu, esque
Mr. Squid.
Demon. Yeah.
Squidward. He looks pretty cool.
No, he's pretty cool. I think he's actually not too good though. So the On the Hunt A3, that's going to place Perfect Veil that increases his attack. And his A1, he's attack based. So he hits with a 1 hit on the A1, but if he has an increased attack buff, he'll hit twice.
Right.
So, and his A2 will grant an extra turn and resets the On the Hunt skill if the attack kills an enemy. So
that's an
there's
AoE,
probably a way.
But
is it? Yeah, it's an AoE.
That was AoE. That's pretty nice. And then his passive, he does 40% additional damage while attacking from Veil or Perfect Veil.
Yeah.
So if his skill 3, the On the Hunt, gave him an extra turn immediately after doing those buffs, he'd get the increased attack. He'd be hitting for 40% more damage. Then I think he'd be pretty sweet.
Absolutely.
And then he wouldn't even come out of it because he's got Perfect Veil. You can do damage and still stay in stealth with Perfect Veil. So I mean, that would, because it's on a 5-turn cooldown. I mean, 5-turn cooldown On the Hunt, place Perfect Veil, get the 50% increase for 2 turns. It would need to maybe even be 3 turn and then give him an extra turn. So.
Yeah, that needs to be reworked. That really does. So I mean, all in all, everybody I know that's pulled this guy was pretty disappointed with it.
Right.
But I would like to see somebody, build him up on 6-star, and let's see how hard he hits with that Perfect Veil and that increased attack on. That'd be interesting.
He's an attack class, so even if we made him super offensive, he's gonna be able to be taken down easily, regardless, by AoE.
Yeah.
And then so if he came in and if he was fast enough or boosted enough to be able to take his turn before other people, sure he could snipe somebody, but well, he could even AoE actually after that. So he could get a 50% increase. He would be okay. So then his AoE would hit would hit 40% harder and then have the 50% increase attack. So it would be kind of dirty because he could actually AoE then. If he was only single target, it wouldn't be that dirty. But giving him all that with an AoE, I don't know.
It depends on how hard that A2 hits. It really does.
Right.
But it's called Butcher's Glee. I mean, you'd like to think that thing hits hard with a name like that, But all right, so you want to go to the next one?
Yeah. What do we got?
Here. We got Vizier Obelis, Dark Elf. This is the one. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one everybody wants. So, a guy in my my Discord actually pulled this dude, and basically, as soon as he got it maxed out, was doing 20+ million per key on Ultra Clan Boss.
Oh, he already has it maxed out? Nice.
Already has it maxed out.
It might be the same person in my Discord who said that he pulled it, or at least showed us a picture that he pulled it. I can't remember his name, but I don't know if he has it maxed out already. That's crazy.
Yeah, the guy in my Discord, he maxed him out, showed his gear, showed everything, and then actually showed us his Ultra Clan Boss run. I was like, man, that is good.
Right.
So it made me want this guy even more.
I've got people with Septimus and Martyr that show me their stuff, and they're already doing 28, 29 million, or their best was 29 million. So with this guy, I don't know, the way it's supposed to do with extending the debuffs, as well as getting the support mastery that has a 30% chance to extend debuffs, you're supposed to be able to really just. I mean, I don't know what the debuff cap is, 9 or 10 or whatever it's going to be.
It's 10.
10? Okay. So they're going to be maxed out. I mean, if I had this guy, Vizier, I could bring in Martyr, and I've already got decreased defense and attack down covered. I mean, because he's going to extend it all. I don't need to bring in somebody else for an attack down now.
Yeah.
With Martyr, and then you just need what, like one poisoner? And then,
that's it.
Just bring in some real heavy, straight DPS champions.
I would go. I mean, for me, what I would do with it, to your point there, I would bring in those heavy hitting defense champions. I would bring in like Drexlar. I would bring in Alton, Razin for sure. Probably Drexlar and Razin if I had to take my pick.
Right.
And then just any poisoner really. I mean, I would say probably Nethril or Xavier if you have, but I mean that's going to be an epic team.
Right.
This absolutely disruptive team.
If he has 3 chances on a skill 1, even Steel Skull, I mean, it seems like to me once you get a few poisons up, they're just going to stay up for forever.
Well, the better move would be to bring in Draco if you have him, because you don't really need to keep them rotating. You can run them off the A2 since that A1 of Vizier's is going to keep those poisons on.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Draco would be awesome.
And he's going to do some serious damage, so.
Oh, yeah.
Anything like that's going to be fine. This guy is going to be, he's just a monster.
Yeah.
And then he has the ability to spread. Yeah, tell me about that. What's he got?
Yeah, so the A2 is attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing a block, buffs, debuff, and a 50% decrease attack debuff, and 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns. So 4-turn cooldown, but you can get that up to a 75% chance to proc all 3 of those debuffs. The big one being the decrease attack. It is a 4-turn cooldown, so that's, there are better versions of that. So I'd be interested in seeing if the block buffs works on Clan Boss. I've never tried that personally.
No, it doesn't.
Clan Boss says doesn't.
It does. I'm sorry. I used to have Veteran in there, and he would do it, so it does.
Okay. Yeah, once the Clan Boss gets below 50%, this guy would be excellent to have in to prevent that increased attack that the Clan Boss likes to put on himself after he's below 50.
Right.
And then his A3 is applies a debuff spread effect, taking 2 random debuffs from the target and placing them on all enemies. Also places Perfect Veil buff on this champion for 3 turns if the target is under 2 or more debuffs. So he's going to be sitting there under Perfect Veil every time he runs his A3.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be hidden, but again, all that kind of stuff, what's that matter for him when he's fighting the Clan Boss or...
Yeah.
Or bosses in general.
His passive is kind of interesting there because it'll place Perfect Veil on Vizier for 2 turns at the start of each round.
Right.
So I mean, the one thing I would see that doing is maybe it prevents the Clan Boss from doing his single target stun attack on Vizier.
Yeah. He won't be able to target him for that. You're right.
Yeah, but I don't know what you would really do with that. I mean, it's nice because. Then you'd have the opportunity to keep your debuffs rolling with the A1. You wouldn't have to worry about an off turn with them.
Right.
But
But it's nice.
Outside of that, I
It's
don't know
nice
what's
for
going
waves
on.
though. You don't have to worry about him getting taken out whenever you're running waves of 20 stages stuff. So he could be
Yeah.
good. Even though he's forced, I'd still want to see people take him into spiders 20
Oh
because
yeah,
he
yeah,
could still spread and he could still
yeah,
extend debuffs on the main spider, and then he could be stealth
yeah,
so the little spiderlings aren't going to hit him. The AOE from the big spider will, of course, but he can take it. That's fine. So I still think
yeah,
he could do something in there. Most teams are really all about taking the spider down fast with cold hearts. You get
yeah,
Ignatius in
yeah,
there doing the burns, but and you can't you can't have multiple burns. So I mean, at least he could spread out the
oh yeah,
burns more. If somebody didn't have one on, I guess I don't know. It doesn't the way spiders works.
yeah.
He still doesn't seem that great there, but it'd be fun.
Yeah, you can probably bring some utility into the fight. I mean, especially if your intent is to tank the spiderlings, he's probably not going to be too good, right? But if your intent is to kill the spiderlings, then obviously as they're rezzing and re-rezzing, then you could spread out those HP burn buffs. Because obviously that's on the cooldown even for Ignatius and for Venus as well. So, that might be a really good clutch ability to kind of come in and spread those out
Yeah,
whenever the new spiderlings pop up.
it'd be fun to play with. I want him. I definitely want
Yeah,
him.
oh yeah, I definitely want them.
Give him,
Definitely want
give
them.
him to me. I'll take it.
All right, so the last hero to go over, well, last legendary, but probably best to stop at legendaries because there's actually a lot of that. But it's a high elf called Yamika.
High elf. Here we are. Oh yeah. I remember this one.
Yeah,
I wasn't impressed
yeah.
with this one.
No, I'm not either. The leech on the A1 is interesting in my opinion. Um, I don't know exactly what you do with it to be honest, but I mean it's a good ability. It's a really good ability. Maybe play around with it and pull the life steal sets off of your champions whenever you're doing Ultra Clan Boss. The problem is, I mean, the name of the game is to have a full row of debuffs on Ultra Clan Boss, so
Right.
relying on Leech to heal, that can be really problematic.
Well, it's only 10% of the damage dealt, so I don't know if you could really heal yourself from even with War Master and Giant Slayer. 10%, I don't think is enough, is it?
Yeah. With War Master and Giant Slayer, it
Have
can
people
be,
lived with Leech? I don't know. I'm scared because I get low a lot.
I haven't seen Man Boss. I have seen it in Nightmare, but I mean, in my opinion, the fight ended a little bit early in the video that I watched.
Right.
But at the same time, I mean, up until the last couple of rounds,
They were
they were
okay.
healing themselves really well.
I'm scared. I'm scared of that.
So,
But
I'd
her
be
whole
right
kit
there
though,
with you.
look at her whole kit. It's just we get she has a chance to place perfect veil buff on this champion for 2 turns. It's not even a 100% chance. She's a legendary.
Yeah.
And that's on her A2. She does leech and then she reduces max HP. That's it. But it's all enemies.
Yeah.
It's an AoE on her A3 for 4
That
turn
could be
cooldown.
interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, since it's max, how does she compare with the max HP there compared to like Cold Heart or Royal Guard's max HP hit?
Oh no! This is just decrease their max HP by 25%.
Oh, okay. It's not damage based.
No, I wish. If they changed her to that, it would be pretty sweet. If she had a legendary that did damage based on enemy max HP and attacks all enemies, then she would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I'm interested to see why they go down this path because this is the same as the Destroy set, isn't it?
To lower the HP.
Yeah,
I think so. I haven't really used Destroy set too much. But
I've never used it, but I mean, it's in the game. Now it's coming up on champions. Maybe Plarium knows something about it that we don't.
I don't know. They keep including this ability into champions because even my an E3 Blood Twin has the ability to lower their max HP as well, I see it happen even on bosses. It says that it's doing that it's lowering their max HP, but unless it's a boss that heals themselves, it's not that beneficial. So.
Yeah, that's the problem. I agree with you.
And it's only based on the damage you do to lower their HP. If it dropped their HP, say it worked on a spider boss because she heals herself, if it lowered her max HP by a certain percentage of her max HP, like 10% of her max HP and not just 25% of the damage I actually do, then over time that could add up to a lot for the spider boss maybe. But even still,
yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of.
I could see that on Spider. That'd be interesting to play around. That would, but I mean, Spider's such a hard fight to survive in, though.
Right.
I mean, really, it's a fight that you need to end and end quickly. So, That'd be the other challenge of that. You know, you'd have to have somebody able to AoE cleanse like Battle Bazaar because those poisons and spiral leads stack up so much, you know, while you're trying to slowly chip away. So, but for me, the big one is Vizier. I mean, Vizier is probably a meta-changing hero, or champion for that matter. But I would say the rest of the legendaries are so-so. You know, they're okay. You know, they're probably, you know, maybe more interesting once we get to actually try them out. But Vizier is awesome. And the other thing I would say about Vizier is Force Affinity. That's probably the best champion in the game right now. And you know, which is interesting because usually the best champion is Void Affinity, right? So I wonder if they might come in and nerf that.
No, he'll be fine. I don't think
so?
I don't think they're gonna mess just because they just came out with him. So I don't think they want to deal with. I don't think they want to deal with balancing him. And since the only thing he really does take advantage of completely is the clan boss, I don't even think they're I just don't think they're worried about the clan boss. I mean, they're not adjusting it to help us out to keep our clans together. I think they have future plans for the clan boss. So at this time, they're not wanting to really mess with anything.
I think that might make sense. You know, it's just we'll see how he does.
I hope they do.
Yeah, because I mean, but to your point, I mean, to be fair, that I only really ever see them nerf something that is working as unintended. Right. You know, and I don't see anything in his kit that seems to be unintended. You know, I think that's pretty much exactly what they want him to do is what he's going to do. But he's going to be very, very good. So,
and
definitely someone if you got lucky enough to roll him, I mean, be excited because that's an awesome legendary.
Both of us should get video on this guy if we can from players. Like I'll ask my guys in my clan if they can just give me, you know, send me a video of him doing clan boss or whatever else, and then it's easy for me to do a, you know, kind of like a spotlight on that champion and go over their masteries and their skills. Even though I can't show my own guy, at least I can show some gameplay while I'm talking about that champion. So if we know anybody who has these, for sure, we could use some in-game gameplay footage on them. That would be sweet. Hit us up.
Absolutely. So
because I had this guy Canterphone. One of my viewers gave me his account information and said I could play around with him. So I'm going to try to play around with him, but he's not leveled up. So there's only so much I can do with a non-leveled up guy. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. You know, and that's something that they should work on. I mean, it is. Yeah, I like that they have the legendary ascension pack or whatever. But you should throw in some chickens. You should just line that thing up. So as soon as you get the hero, you got force brews, or you got brews, you got chickens, you got tones, you got everything you need. Make them level 60 and move on with it.
Right, good to
go. That'd be a good pack idea. Yeah.
Well, I like the chicken deals. It just costs a lot of money, but to instantly make something a 6-star is a really good deal for people who just, especially for dolphins or whales, to come in here and catch up quickly.
Absolutely, and it's fun for anybody, especially when you roll a champion. You know, to then turn around and immediately be able to use it.
Right, buy those chickens.
Yeah.
It's $50, man. $50.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
It is, man. I bet you if they put in something that instantly leveled up all the masteries, you see a lot of people buy that too, because that drives me crazy.
Instead of having to run, that's a good thought. You're giving Polarium ideas. Instead of having to run Minotaur over and over to be able to instantly have all the scrolls needed for $50. I think you might. I think if they watch this video, you will see that coming soon. Seriously, that's a pretty brilliant idea, because I don't mind that. Honestly, I don't mind that because it's easy for me to hit autoplay and do it myself and spend the energy I have saved up or spend gems for it. Of course, I'd have to do calculations to see, hey, is it worth spending the money to do that? But it's going to make the company money because there's going to be people out there that are going to buy it, and it's not going to really affect me in a crazy negative way. It's not going to hurt me that they don't have to run Minotaur to get their masteries done. So I don't mind. I really don't mind to sell like that at all. That's pretty good. That's really good.
Just saves people a little bit of time, costs a little bit of money, makes them a little money.
Well, if they use it, we need to make sure that they see this video and that they owe you some gems or something for coming up.
Well, just send me whatever the item is.
Coming up with the idea. Send you to build a mastery. Hey. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Oh, man.
All right, brother. Well, good chat.
All right.
Let's cut this off here. We will upload this today. I'll get this over to you. And that's it, man.
Yeah,
man. I'm gonna go swim in the pool with my little ones and my wife.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be a nice day today.
Yeah. At least it's morning time for you. It's 10 o'clock my time. I'm gonna go watch a little bit of anime and myself.
Hey, did you check out that what's it called? Cannon Busters on Netflix?
Yeah, that's good, man. It reminded me of Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I told my
Yeah,
wife. Even
yeah,
though she doesn't
yeah.
watch animes at all, I was like, "Hey, this is kind of like Cowboy Bebop." Immediately with this because the guy kind of looks like the main dude in Cowboy Bebop with
He
the hair
does, yeah.
and
He does, yeah.
just the style of the where they're at, the westernish a little bit, but then they have a lot of the
Yeah.
robot and mech stuff. You're gonna enjoy it later on. I don't know if you got very far, but as you go further,
No, like 2 or 3 episodes in.
okay, yeah,
Far,
more characters get introduced, cooler characters get introduced. You're gonna see a lot of battles against some really powerful people and some things unfold. And the reason why I like it so much is because it ended with season 1, but it didn't go too deep into everything, and you were still excited. You're like, oh, I want to see more.
Okay.
I want to see more. So
Oh, that's awesome.
I thought it was pretty sweet. So we'll see.
Yeah. I'll definitely go check it out. That's what I'll be doing right after we finish this. So.
Okay. Well, I already stopped. We can stop recording now, so it's not a big deal.
Okay, cool.
But
Cool.
yeah, good one, man.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Just let me know anything else we can go over.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially when new news breaks out, I always do a video. I'm looking at my camera right now, but I always do a video on the new news quickly.
Yeah.
But we can still go over it anyways. Even though I did a video immediately talking about it, you and I can talk about it easily. So it's supposed to,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be coming out.